everybody. Man, bearish market. We'll talk some ZBCN. Is it cooked? But mainly, Bitcoin and, the market. What's going on? What do you think, sir? What do you think?
Man, CM, what's up? Good morning, night, evening, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome back to our show. We'll give you the alpha, no BS over here. Look, CM, by the way, cook the like, subscribe to the channels. ZBCN, man, it's unfortunate. But let's start with the market as a whole. Let's start with the market. Let's see, Bitcoin broke for a minute there below 90K prices we haven't seen since April. We've been breaking below the 50-week moving average. Everything is breaking down. I would argue that the Nasdaq is kind of breaking down little by little. Gold is looking like it kind of topped for a while. Everything looked like it's halt, but the worst by all means is crypto, man. Crypto is right now the worst asset. Okay, let's take a look at something interesting. I want you to understand something. Bitcoin, which is the main dude, right? The main dog. Since the beginning of the year, okay, this is the beginning of the year right over here. Yeah, right over here. Exactly. So we are actually right now in red territories for the year. This is it. So this is negative, right? Bitcoin is negative for the year. Let's see how gold is doing for the year, just for the sake of things, right? Just for the sake of things. Let's move it to the weekly. For the sake, for an intellectual fun. Gold is up 54% for the year. Freaking gold, man. Gold. What about Nasdaq? Nasdaq is up for the year 2024, 2025. Where was it? 2020. Here it is. Okay. Roughly 17% for the year. So everything is winning right now over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like the worst big asset, right? Stocks, second worst. Gold, best so far for the year. And for me, it's kind of interesting to see that the main crypto coin is just down for the year a couple of percent as of the last couple of days. I feel that's interesting, man. And if someone thinks, believes, hopes, whatever, that his beloved coin, whatever coin it is, I don't know which coin, people like. We're going to talk about ZBCN today, some other coins, whatever, right? Think that beloved coin can go up all by itself without, a miracle from Bitcoin. They're completely wrong, CM. If the market continues down, everything's going to go down. What do you think?
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Say hello. Say where you're from. We have some people here. One from New Zealand. Okay, how you doing, Mr. New Zealand? How you doing? We'll look now at ZBCN. What price are we expecting? Zebec Network. Oh boy. You don't want to hear that. I'll show you my chart. Give me a second. Zebec. Take a clean chart here. Okay, let's clean this one. Look, Zebec had a death cross. Okay, Zebec had a death cross. That's bearish. Okay, that's bearish. It's now testing its 50-week MA. Okay, you can definitely get a bounce from here, but man, I think Zebec is gonna collapse in the coming month. That if you're gonna get a bounce now, that's gonna be an opportunity for you to dump your stupid coins before they go into zero. That's what I would do if I was a hodler. Who knows? Maybe it will do another test of this trend line. I don't think so, but whatever. And yeah, you can get a bounce, from here with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin will bounce, but if Bitcoin will not bounce, this thing is going to zero. And yeah, once it loses this level, it's gonna be very bearish for Zebec. Okay, once it's gonna drop below the 22, it's gonna be very bearish for Zebec. It is cooked. It looks cooked to me. As long as it's below this downward trend, we told you many times, we're not interested. It is cooked and it is bearish. It breaks above this downward trend, then we're gonna buy. We have alerts. We are traders. We are not, hodlers, baboons, holding. Do yourself a favor. If you are a ZBCN hodler or another coin or a hodler, get help. Get psychological help or join our VIP before you lose everything you have in your life, your wife, your friends. Everything will leave you. It will leave you, man. You have no idea. All these people that are holding now, Jomo, and they think they are smart and powerful, and they think they will be like Mr. Mikey Saylor, the mega clown. They think, oh, I'm gonna hodl like Saylor. My coin is gonna be better than Bitcoin. Of course it will. And I'm gonna get filthy rich. Now, if you are one of these guys, man, you have no idea what's coming. All these people that believe in this narrative of holding, they are new to crypto. They don't understand crypto cycles. They never experienced a bear market. Once you experience a bear market, all crypto is Ponzi. All of them are a bunch of rug pulls ready to die. Okay, if you experience, but because you haven't experienced a bear market, you are cooked and you think you're smart. That's why market is gonna humble you. Oh boy, market is gonna humble. I think the next year the entire world population is gonna get a reality check from the financial markets. We had no bear market since 2008, Jomo. You have a full generation of investors that believe markets going only up. You know that? Like most investors today never experience a stock market bear market.
Like a secular bear market.
No, like a bear market. When the stock market breaks below the 200-week MA, it's in a bear market. It happened in 2000s and in 2008, the last time. I've been watching these charts, researching it like a dog. Now, it didn't broke below it in the COVID, and it didn't broke below it in 2022. Okay? Now, it's going to happen. Okay? And those people, they are believing. Joe, they believe. Oh, I believe in the bull markets that always going to go up. I believe in Trump. I believe in the dollar. I don't know, man. We need this reset to create for us and for all the traders, the real traders and investors, to create the real new fresh bull market for crypto and for equities as well, man. We need a reset. This is a big bubble that is ready to pop. It's gonna pop soon, man. It's popping. You saw it on the Nasdaq, that it looks extremely toppy. We see it on Nvidia. We see it on many major assets, and the clock is ticking, sir.
Clock is ticking. The clock is ticking for sure, man. Look, I appreciate what you've been saying, and there's always a chance for that to happen, man. Like a secular bear market, and there's a difference, right? There's a regular, but it goes like this, okay? And let me just share so I can teach people a little bit what this means, okay? So you have four terms, all right? You have what is called a secular bear market, sorry, secular bull, right? Let's call it a secular BU, let's call it, okay? A secular BU, okay, is a trend that is going up, okay, for many years, okay? Within a secular bull, you have cyclical, okay, cyclical bear markets. Let's call it CBE, okay? Where you have a bear market, a technical bear market is when the Nasdaq or whatever goes 20% or a bit more lower than the all-time high it had at that specific moment, okay? But then this is just a cyclical bear market within what I mentioned within the secular bull market, okay? So for example, if we go to the Nasdaq, this is what we are, as you said, okay? Since, that bottom that we had in 2008 over here, we have been in a secular bull market with only cyclical bear markets. Okay, now if we go and let's take the Dow Jones as an example, because the Dow Jones is the best example. Let's actually take the monthly so we can see it a bit easier. Okay, and let's move it to a log chart so it will be easier for people to understand. Okay, so what happens is every couple of years, right, you have a secular bear market. Okay, now you don't see it here, but it goes down really, really bad. Okay, for many, many, many years. For example, this one, okay, let's measure this one. So this secular bear market, for example, was, let's see how many years. This was like 7 years. Okay, CM. For example, this one over here. Of course, we had the one prior to that, which was nasty in the 1920s and 1930s, and we had the one that you mentioned from 2000s, right, which is from this peak over here all the way to here, which was another 5 years or so. Okay, so this is going to happen at one moment. We don't know when. Okay, now of course in the long term, so far we have been going up only. But the thing is that, for example, and let's go into past examples not too far ago, if you bought, for example, in the peak of 2099, let's call it here, the peak, it took you many, many years until you saw your money back. Many years, probably between 10 to 15 years until 10 to 12 years until you saw your money back. And that's the problem that people don't appreciate. They think that they can hold for so long to get profitable. But the thing is, this is an index where companies, they change, they put the best companies all the time in, they take the worst companies out. This is not a crypto shitcoin. No crypto shitcoin is going to do these secular bears and secular bulls. Maybe Bitcoin. And what you're saying is that we only had a secular bull for Bitcoin. We never had a secular bear. And history shows that at one point in time, we don't know when, we're going to have that 5 to 10 years of a bear market. Okay, that's going to be nasty. I don't know when, but it's going to be nasty for sure.
Yeah, man. Hello, Mr. United Kingdom. Yeah, let's drop some question, guys. We're gonna keep it short and dandy. Drop some questions. Let's look on this guy, XPR and XDC. I'm gonna look on those two shit coins. They are probably cooked. Let's look on XPR. XPR. Oh no, not this one. This. Oh my god, this one is a death bomb. XPR. XPR is cooked, my friend. You have you have a double top here. It is cooked. Cooked, dead man. Where is my swan? 1 second. It is cooked. That's XPR. Now XDC. XDC. Let's look on this rubbish. Oh boy, it vomit. You can see that's the PP man. Took a PP, and that's the PP man vomiting. It's from his mouth now. That's a double vomit shit coin. And you have a support breakdown here. Will it bounce if Bitcoin down? Yeah, but it's going to zero, man. It's going to zero. All this market, people don't understand. All this market is gonna break to new lows. All these altcoins are gonna take the lows of their last cycle low, like the 2022 bear market lows. All these altcoins, you heard it here, all of them going to break to new lows. I'm telling you, maybe Bitcoin will not, but the altcoins, man, they're gonna break to new lows. They're gonna break structures. They are cooked. It's the mega reset, Jomo. The mega reset is coming for crypto. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good to see. I'm excited for it because all these clowns, the hodlers, they don't see the opportunity because they're too emotional about their holding. They don't see the opportunity in the far. Let's say in a year from
in
now.
the bear also. They don't see the opportunity in the bear even.
Yeah, they don't. They don't, of course, they're not. They're not gonna make $1 in the bear. They're gonna lose everything. We're gonna profit in the bear. By the way, if you want to join our webinar, we have a webinar on the bear market. We're gonna teach you all our strategies: how to short, how to profit in a bear, how to minimize risk. You need to change your mindset completely. If you've been trading a bull market, you need to have a whole new mindset for a bear. It's a different story. Okay, it's like you surf. Let's say you surf in Hawaii, or or in
In
Morocco. Okay,
Nazareth.
let's say in Morocco. Yeah, like let's say in Morocco, man, you have like a nice swell. Everything is nice, big, nice, small, medium waves, but they go. You can just take them and you just cruise. This is the bull market. But then you go to Nazareth or Chopo in Hawaii, and it's like big barrels. If you don't get in, you're cooked. Cooked. So it's a different mindset. You cannot surf the same way you surf in this ocean and in this ocean. It's a different market. So the bear market bootcamp will prepare you for the bear, because it's a whole new season. Okay, we're talking about a year or two even. For most altcoins, it's gonna be a 2-year bear market. For Bitcoin, it's gonna be a year. If you look at the last bear, Jomo, the altcoins only bottom at the end of 2023. You remember that at the end of 2023. And Bitcoin bottomed already at the beginning of 2023.
Yeah.
And on top of that, for example, XRP only started its bull market at the end of
Yeah.
2024 on
Yeah.
November.
November.
So these people, man, the baboons, they don't know. They just don't know. They're clueless. They have no brains, man. We're going to print dineros, man,
Man, I think
through the bear.
I think that even a better analogy, because some people don't surf, they don't understand it. It's a different thing. In the summer, okay, let's call it like seasons, like seasonalities, right? In the summer, let's analogy for a bull market is summer. You have short sleeves, you need to take a hat, sunscreen, you want to be protected from the sun. That's suns. That's me. That's me. Maybe it's not you. Maybe that's not
Oh
you.
boy,
But
that
that's the nerd over here. But so you need to have the mentality of a summer. It has different risks, right? Has different risks. It has different opportunities. Winter, on the other hand, you don't need any sunscreen, and you definitely don't want to going with short sleeves. You will get sick. You have different bigger risks usually in winter, okay, and you need to have a very adapt mindset to what a winter is, because if you go to a winter as if it's a summer, you get smoked, cooked, sick, whatever. Okay, I think that's an analogy more people can kind of understand a bit better. Okay, and that's what we're going to try to do in the bear market bootcamp. By the way, CM, it's next week. It's on October 26th, so it's next Wednesday. Okay, it's going to be at 9 a.m. EST. It's going to be recorded. So anyone that secures his seat, because you can secure a seat after it's done, you can secure a seat now prior to it. And if you can't attend on live, you'll be able to watch the recording for life. Okay, for life, forever. You can watch the recording forever. You don't need to attend if you don't want. If you can't, it's okay. We understand. You have a job, you have wife, you have whatever, right? That's why we record it. You'll be able to watch it over and over and over again. And we're going to discuss CM not only how to change your mindset, but A, what are your risks, as you said, but B, what are your weapons? Okay, which means we're going to teach how to short. That's very important. And all these people that tell me, you know what, I don't need shorting. Why? I don't get why. You have a full season. It's like telling me, hey, I don't get out of winter because I like summer. Why not? Why are you going to stay in your house the entire winter? No, of course not. Okay. Same thing in a bear market. Why not take advantage of the opportunities in front of you? We're going to teach you how to take that. Okay, so it's next week. Scan the QR code. Come check it out. Also, we have a coupon code for you guys. It's a 25% coupon code for anyone that is watching live. Just go to the checkout, Bear Live for 25% off. Okay, that's what we have for you guys. What else here?
1 second. Someone asked about where is the
About
guy?
Tao?
Tao.
Yeah.
Let's look on Tao. Tao took a big PP It is cooked, man. It is garbage.
You know, I made a
I will
video
tell you.
about Tau because I heard that a lot of KASPA people were swapping from KASPA at 5 cents to Tau, as if Tau is their next big savior. And I told everyone that they're selling one rubbish into another rubbish. And yeah, what do you think about Tau, man, right now?
What a rejection, man. Nasty rejection here. It had a moment that I actually bought the breakout, man, and closed it obviously on the rejection. But man, look at this rejection here from this. I'll show you the daily chart. Was wow, man.
One day
It
rejects the
actually
same day?
made a stinky fake out here, a head fake. Wow, man, that was amazing
Yeah.
short. I can't believe I didn't took the short here. But anyway, this is bearish. This is very bearish, and it show you the state of the altcoin market. Altcoins are a bunch of Ponzi's ready to collapse. Tau is not just another Ponzi, man. It's a Ponzi. It's a disgusting piece of shit. Where is the shit? There is my shit here.
All shitcoins are
It
just
is dead.
craptos. People need to understand.
It is dead.
Change the way you view coins. Change it. For some reason, so many people are observing and saying, oh, the projects are amazing. The people, the founders, the who knows what. Don't give an F about the project. The tokens and the project, they're not the same thing. This is not a company that has a stock, okay? It's a shitcoin crypto token. The only thing that will we know for sure will happen, there's a 100% chance of every shitcoin to fall down at least 90% at one point. That's the one thing you know about every shitcoin, okay? Now, not every shitcoin is going to go up, but every shitcoin is going to go down for sure at one point or another, at least a 90%. Okay? Put that in your mind, okay? And stop falling in love with these coins. Just trade them in and out. You can hodl them for a month, 2 months if you are in at the right moment, right? But don't fall in love. Don't romanticize, oh, I'm going to get filthy rich. Unfortunately, and this is a cautionary tale, right? Usually, our customers that come to us are the members, right? To the elite VIPs and VIPs lifetime. So the elite VIPs, they have a call. Usually on that call, we go over the state of the portfolio, what they're holding, and we usually we tell them, we don't give financial advice, but we do say if we were in your shoes, we would sell all the portfolio because you usually people are holding rubbish, okay? And most of the people that came to us in the past year or two, they held KASPA. We told everyone in the past 2 years to sell their KASPA. Most people listened. One didn't listen, CM, okay? It's a 60-plus-year-old man that I dearly appreciate, and I feel for quite a lot because he is an amazing human being. But he was a deep down hodler. In the fact, he took all his money out of the banks. He's like 60 plus, all his money out of the banks, put them all in KASPA. Okay, it's more than $1 million. All the money he saved throughout his 60 plus years of a lifetime, everything, put it all in KASPA. Okay, at an average of roughly 12 cents. Okay, where are we now? 5 cents, 4 cents almost. He lost 70% of it. Okay,
This guy is going to cry a lot in 2026. Hopefully, he will survive it and not get a heart attack,
hopefully,
man.
man.
This this is gonna be brutal for him. And people pay for their decision. The decision they take in the bull markets, and especially now in a topping process or in the triggering event or into the bear, the decision take now will affect the whole upcoming year and maybe years
Years.
of their life, because most people will not be able to tolerate these insane drawdowns. They will just rage quit. That's what happened to people. They rage quit. They see their, like, let's say 200K or $1 million goes to 10,000. They rage quit. They just say, F this market, I've been scammed, okay? This is a scam, I'm out, and I'm never coming back. That's rage quit. That's what most people do, most hodlers, baboons. That's why I'm calling them baboons, because I'm trying to wake them up, but they can't. They're in a coma. They're in a spell, the project and the moon boys and the influencers put their spells on the baboons, and these baboons are like zombies walking into their grave.
For sure, man.
The
It's
the
bad.
Michael
The
Jackson
Michael Jackson
song
song. Yeah,
Thriller.
the thriller.
That's that's the baboons, man. That's the crypto baboons. They look exactly like the Thriller song, and bro, it's not gonna be nice. They don't understand
It usually
what's
ends the
happening.
same way. For sure, I agree.
It always ends the same way. Always. You look on history. Always, man. Hodlers always lose money. Never in the history of crypto, except the Bitcoin hodlers that are now selling. Yeah, you have to sell in order to realize a profit. A hodler will always lose. Okay, guys, drop us the questions. Final question. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm busy. I have been humbled multiple times. Now I'm just patient, but still not profitable. Still finding on edge, but not giving up. Man, we invite you to join our service, our VIP. If you will try to find your edge in a bear, the bear will cook you, man. Take my advice. The bear will cook you without a proper mindset, mentoring, and a skill set and a working strategy that's been working in the last two bears. You will lose. Okay, you will lose. This market is not easy, man. It's not easy. The first step, take the bear market bootcamp, join the bear market bootcamp. After that, come join our VIP service and short the market with us. Shorting the market, we're gonna trade the bear market just like we traded the bull market. We're gonna have trades coming every week, every day. Short this one, short this. It's a party, man. It's a party. You just short them and they all collapse. That's fucking amazing, man. That's fucking amazing. It's much better than bull market, man.
CM,
Bear, really.
I made a video. I invite everyone that's watching to go watch the video on my channel, the Crypto Mindset channel. Okay, and that video outlays all the trades we took in the membership during October. Okay, CM, all the trades we've taken, everything. I've shown them everything, so they can come and see. Okay, they can go watch that video. All the trades from October, amazing, amazing, amazing trades. Now, what I'm going to show now, okay, is just a part of one of the last two trades where things became bearish, and we took two trades. Okay, we took two shorts, Plume short trade and IP short trade, both on October 28th. Okay, I'm just going to show you how the charts looks like. This was the short, the blue is the entry, of course the red is a stop loss, and IP kind of same thing, very very similar type moves. Okay, and if you go and you check it now, okay, you check the charts of Plume and IP. Let's start with IP, for example. Okay, remember it was October 28th when I published it. You can see it over here. This was the entry, this was the breakout, October 28th. 43% in profit. Okay, we took profits, we're done. This trade is already done. Okay, Plume, okay, also very similar move on Plume over here, where October 28th was here. Okay, as you can see, and October 28th, this was the breakdown. This is a 60% in profit. We're done. We're out of this short also. Okay, shorting, what people don't understand is when you have an edge on your shorts, okay, the average win rate is that much higher, because me and you, we don't look for shorts all the time. We're not short traders as if we're just shorting. You usually, when the market, at least not in a bull market, usually you go long, but in some periods where Bitcoin is weak and things are falling, you have a week or two, sometimes a month or so, everything is going short, and you have anywhere between a 60 to an 80% win rate on shorts. And that, why is that, CM? Because no one else does it. When you have a game that only you and a handful of other people know how to play, you win most of the time. Okay, from an average perspective. Okay, so we invite everyone to the bear market bootcamp. It's happening next week on a Wednesday, October 26th. Scan the QR code, come check it out. Okay, again, we have the bear live 25% coupon code. Put it over there. Enjoy, come enjoy, check us out there. You'll probably sign up to the VIP afterwards if you are not in it already. Okay, it's going to be amazing. And as CM told Gerald, okay, the bear market is not a time to search for your edge. Okay, and I'm going to say for everyone, instead of losing money in the markets, finding your edge, okay, which can take a long time. As this Gerald dude is saying, he's being humbled multiple times. He can't find his edge just yet. Come to the VIP. We teach our edge. We're not afraid to share the edge. This is a timeless edge, something that has been working since the early days of the stock market and will work forever if you know how to utilize it, okay, from a market perspective. Okay, so we invite you to come and join that. See anything else?
Have a good day, my friend. See you in the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wait a minute. Hello. For example, how much can you earn on bear market with 10K? Well, you can double or triple it. Depends how you trade it. But yeah, double or triple the portfolio is it's gonna be amazing in a bear. Again, if you trade with small amount, you can take more risks because you're not trading like with 200K. So maybe you can do more than that on a brutal bear market. But actually, you know what? You can even do more than that because you have bear market rallies that you can long shitcoins that are doing like out of nowhere 10x's, in the bear market. So you need to know how to trade these kind of moments as well. The bear market rallies are strong, very strong, and you can capitalize on them. So you can do, I don't know, in a year, if you are lucky and professional and very, very, very good at what you do, triple, maybe even more than that on your entire account, maybe even more. But it's up to you. And but yeah, alone, man, if you don't have strategies, you're gonna triple your account to the downside. I mean, your 10K will flip to like $1. All right, guys.
CM, by the way, if you multiply your account from 10K each year, just a double, no quadruple, no triple, just a double, okay? It will take you roughly 10 years to get to a mil, all right? People underestimate, how compounding works because he's asking, oh, 10K, and a double sounds, from 10K to 20K, that's not much. But next year, it's from 20 to 40. And from next year, it's from 40 to 80. Then it's from 80 to 160, from 160 to 320, from 320 to 640, and then you're above a mil in less than 10 years, probably 80 years or something like that, okay? People underestimate the power of compounding. They want 10x's now. If you can multiply from one year to another, that's all you need to be doing. You'll be in a very good spot in much faster than most people ever will get there. But you need to be smart about it. All right, Sam, I think that we're good.